The NFL has found that the football was deflated. This CSI approach to this bullshit, which is, for, some of the guys that I've talked to in the NFL, it's common practice. It's done.
This is a huge story, Frank, and this is the Patriots have a history of cheating dating back to Spygate. I don't think anybody trusts Bill Belichick or Tom Brady, and I think Tom Brady will be suspended for a couple of games. It was proven that
100%, 100%, and he's going to be fined. And this is
the fine. Who cares? I mean, the guy's a multi-millionaire.
This is Deflategate.
But I think he gets suspended for a couple of games.
They can't prove it.
They say it's been proven. It's proven.
Is it Mr. Bell that did this?
They say, this is what I'm going to read to you, what I have here. The NFL has found that it is probable that the New England Patriots deliberately deflated the balls during the AFC Championship game in January, according to the findings from an investigation performed by Ted Wells. The report found that it is more probable than not that the Patriots quarterback Tom Brady was at least generally aware of the inappropriate activities of locker room attendant Jim McNally and equipment assistant Jim, whatever their last name is, Jarzmanski.
They got the text between those two.
That's how they nailed him. That's how they nailed him.
They did. They completely nailed him. And I think
you're 100%. Your information is accurate. Your information is accurate, Mr. Cole.
No, I know that what you're saying is that, it's only probable that Brady knew. This is a 276-page report. They did their due diligence. I think it was proven.
But with the Texans, they're going back and forth.
He gets 2 games.
Well, I think you're right in the sense that Brady was very much involved.
Yeah.
Unless there's an email from Brady, you're talking about
Texas. They caught the Texans going back and forth. Yeah. And we're not privy to the exact content of those texts, but they say that in the text messages going back and forth, he gave direction to those guys to do.
I did read the text. The texts are available online. I did read the.
I didn't see them. Maybe our guys can find them and they can post them.
Knew.
Maybe, but that's what they say.
That's right. Too.
That's what they say.
For them to go and suspend him, first of all, the first thing they'll do is appeal it. And they can't prove it.
There they are. Look, can't wait to give you a needle this week. Tom, make sure the pump is attached to the needle. Watermelon coming. So angry. The only thing deflating, son, is passing rating.
I'm just saying, you know what, Bill? If they don't suspend Brady, then everyone's going to think
they're suspending Brady.
Getting a free pass.
No, this is what they're going to do. They're going to talk to him. I'm sure it's going to be a friendly suspension. Everybody's going to walk away like
There's
that.
No friendly suspension. If he gets 2 games, that's big.
But I'm telling you, they're going to make a deal with him, just like they do with anybody in court where the Crown or prosecutor makes a deal. They're going to make a deal. You know, they just caught a couple having sex on a beach, and they're charging them with lewd, lascivious behavior. And the male has got a chance of getting 15 years. So when they went to court, they had a chance to make a deal. They were going to pay a fine, betty beep, bada bop, whatever it was, and that's fine. They went to trial and they were found guilty because apparently there was children on the beach. So, the guy's might get the maximum, 15 years, for poking somebody on the beach and getting sand in the Schlitz.
That was an expensive evening for him.
Sand in his shoes.
Did I just say sand in the Schlitz? I can't believe I said that.
Sand in the spit.
In the Schlitz, the beer. See, that's why you're not supposed to have sex on the beer. Forget about it. Anyways, I'm just telling you that I believe that they're going to negotiate. They're going to give him a suspension, but I think that it's going to be, like you said, Eric, it's going to be as a precedent because the NFL had probably one of the most brutal years in the history of the NFL.
Yeah.
During the whole season. It was the best Super Bowl in the history. Maybe it worked out for them. Maybe sometimes if you got controversy, it works out for you. I really don't know. But I mean, Justin Bieber is still more popular than ever. He hasn't had an album out in 2 years or 3 years. I think the controversy is keeping him relevant. And
well, you're right, Frank. They had a tough year, and they came down very hard on Adrian Peterson, on Ray Rice. on everyone that violated that code. So you know what? This is different because it's not, sexual or physical. But this is a law that the NFL has that once again the Patriots have violated. It's now been proven they violated, so they've got to come down hard on him. They absolutely do.
But I agree with you. But
in two games, I'm telling you, 2 games. When a season is 16 games,
that's big. That's big.
1/8 of the season. That is a big suspension.
That's one thing.
Well, it's almost 13-14% of the season.
That's right. It's 1/8.
Yeah. So what I'm saying to you guys is this. I believe they're going to negotiate the NFL with the team, with the union, with everybody to say we got to do this, and everybody's got to work on it. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I think you're right, Frank. Because they can't just come out and suspend him, because the Players Association will appeal, which is their job, whether he shot the guy in the head or not. They'll appeal.
Yeah, but that's their job. That's what happens when you join a union. You could be caught stealing half the fucking warehouse, and you belong to a union, and they're going to defend you and try to rationalize.
But Bill, none of the players that were suspended last year, Ray Rice, Greg Hardy, Adrian Peterson, none of them won their appeals. None of them were able to play.
Yeah.
You know what? No, but that's what we're saying. We're saying the same fucking thing. We got to communicate. We're saying that he's going to take the 2-game suspension because they're going to make a deal, right? And there's not going to be an appeal. You follow what I'm saying to you? They're going to say to the guy, "This is what you got to do." It's going to. I believe that they're going to work. That's the deal.
Yeah. Well, it all depends on what they think is the basal minimum suspension. If they say 2 games, they'll make a deal and make it 1.
Right.
Well, actually, they could go up to 3 games apparently for an infraction like this, right? So 2 games is a deal.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the deal. And
the truth of the matter is, Frank, you mentioned it earlier. Everybody's doing it.
But everybody, it's like Richard Nixon got nailed on Watergate, but everybody was doing everything before. It was just he was silly enough to get caught.
Same thing with steroids. Everyone was doing it. A select few got caught.
Exactly. And you know what? I'm just telling you right now, I'm a big fan of Mr. Brady. Shit happens. Don't text people.